Hey everyone, it is Jordan Monroe, known as JoJo, here in Dream Trips. Welcome to this incredible Saturday we are about to have. I have to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening because I am looking in the chat and we are absolutely global. So welcome UK. We've got, let's see, France in the house, Bronx, hello New York, California representing San Diego. Welcome, everyone. We got VAJ Pesos in the house. Welcome, my friend. You guys, you want to lean forward. You want to shut out distractions. You want to grab a pen. You want to grab a paper. You want to be here, be present, and be focused because today we are going into a deep dive, all things, not only portal, not only everything that you're going to have access to, but we're going to deep dive into prospecting. We're going to deep dive into what this moment means in the official pre-launch of the world's #1 travel club. And I am so excited to welcome our co-host, me and Jefferson, going back and forth all day long like we do. Jefferson is our incredible chief visionary officer. He is co-founder. You guys, the original founding member as we celebrate our 20th anniversary here at Dream Trips. I know this is big for you, Jefferson, and this moment means so much. So I'm going to pass it over to you to kick this incredible day off.
Thank you so much, JoJo. What's up, everybody? Yeah, today's a big day. We have just been growing like crazy. Everybody's done the whole activation thing. Now we're moving into the new year, the holidays, just really getting a chance to architect our life. And JoJo, I appreciate all your leadership and everything that you do for everyone here at Dream Trips. And today's going to be a really fun day because I want you to think about this for a second. If you're new with us at Dream Trips, okay, and this is your very first training you've ever been to, we welcome you. And everybody else, put some heart emojis in the chat. Give the new members some love in here right now because this is the kind of community that we are. We love on each other. We like to see the world, have fun. And you know what? The question I get a lot is, hey, Jefferson, what's the target market? What are you going after? What's your market? And I'm like, dude, we attract the young at heart. It's everyone. That's too big of a market. Who likes to travel? Do you see kids at Disney? Yeah. Do you see older people at Disney? Yeah. Who likes to eat pizza in Italy? Everyone. You know, who likes to get the, what do you call those? What's the French little mini candies? No, yeah, like macaroons. There we go.
Oh, macaroon. That's not a
yeah,
candy.
macaroon.
That's
so like
with a cake.
Yeah. So who doesn't like a macaroon? If you never had one, go to some bakery and get one. So it's everyone. And so today we're going to go through the membership, the portal, the value that you have your hands on, but also the mindset of getting started. By the way, though, we have a whole really thorough getting started training already recorded. Okay. So we're going to allude to that sometimes because we don't have time to do all of that. And then what we want to talk about today. Right. And so I know that JoJo's got that link available. We're going to post it in the chat a few times. If you haven't watched that, make sure you do that because we do get into all the things of getting started, but we are going to cover that now today too. All right. So one of the things that is, I think the first thing is you made a great decision. I know that when people part with their money, sometimes they're like, ooh, did I make a good decision? Should I have spent that on something else? We can always second guess ourselves on everything. So what I want you to let you know is that you make a great decision. And there's a lot of people right now that are here today because they want to learn about their great decision. And there's people on here that have taken 10 dream trips, 2 dream trips, 200 dream trips, right? And we have all people in all between, right, that are doing that. Dream Trips as a brand has done over $4 billion in revenue in the last 20 years, done over 30,000 plus unique dream trips, multiple times to almost 500,000 trips, okay? At the highest point, we had 5 million members, part of Dream Trips prior to the pandemic. Now we're in the relaunch, right? So there's 50 plus travel awards. I'm saying all this for especially the new people. These are the things that have already been done and have proven. Every major world event we've already done, and we have those contracts. And so we build trips based on your demand, what you want as members. And we get the feedback from customer service. We get the feedback that bubbles up through the members and the member base and the leaders, right? And so we put these trips together. And so I just want you to know that as well. And so when you get started, there's really a couple of things. Number one, from a business perspective, okay, you want to get your 4 as fast as possible. And I used to say this a long time ago, and I'm joking, but I'm not, okay? Don't eat or sleep until you get your 4, okay? Now, I say that with tongue in cheek, okay? But literally, if you had that mentality, okay, and your family is at risk, as I got to get the 4, like just do it, right? And so if you want to know the truth and not a bunch of sugarcoat stuff, we're going to tell you exactly what you need to do and the blueprint and the path and the runway to get to where you need to go. Okay. So get your 4 as fast as possible. What's the benefit of that? Number 1, you fast start, you make all your money back. Okay. So when it was $2.99 or it was $5.99, say, great, let's get your 4, let's make your money back. You do that within 30 days or less, you make all your money back. Now, what does that mean? It's first order bonuses plus the fast start bonus equals to making your money back. So if you're a business member and you sign up for business class packages, then you make your $2.99 all back. If you're a founding member, you get the founders pack and you spent $5.99, you get 4 founders, you make $600. Okay. So I just want you to know that if you didn't know, but also when you get the business class pack, you get 300 points. How much was the pack? $2.99. You get 300 DreamTrip points upon enrollment. Founders membership, as soon as you enroll and you get that founders class pack, you get 600 points. It costs $5.99. You get 600 points right away. So once again, we're like eliminating the risk there. Then on top of that, get your 4, you earn all your money back. And then on top of that, you waive your fees, because the 4, as long as those 4 stay active and they pay their membership dues, you have no more membership dues and you get the points every month. And if you're a founder, you get the free founders dream trip every single year that you stay active for 12 months in a row. All right. So those are the things I know you've heard before, especially those of you that have been on our presentations for the last few days, few weeks, few months. But once again, for the new person, that is what you have your hands on, right? So now that you have the membership, okay, what's next? Now, I'm going to press pause for a second, hand the mic back over to Jojo. So what are some things, Jojo, from a new person's perspective, they just joined DreamTrips, that you want to help download into their brain how they should be thinking?
Yeah, this is huge, Jefferson, because I always say, people go, I'm in. Now what? Like, there's a process, there's a method to our madness. You guys, the tools that we have a hold of are so crucial. Making sure you're in the Telegram group. We say this every week, but it's super important to put that at the forefront of your screen. I know that's silly, but it's easy to miss different things. And being plugged in, staying close to the fire is 101 must do in this business, in this industry, to keep your mind, to keep your focus and your energy correct as well. And I always say, Jefferson, in the beginning, there's 3 check marks everyone should have by their name, whether you're prospecting or even just for yourself moving forward. And those 3 check marks are very simple. Even if you're in, go back and make sure you've done them. Number 1, have you watched the full video funnel? So many people that I've had in there, like, I watched the first 2 and I trusted you. I'm like, no, you have to watch all 3. So check mark number 1, because these 3 check marks are what you're going to take your people through. So you have to be confident and know what you're pointing them to. And it's so important how you tee it up. It's so important how you cue it up. That's our commercial, you guys. You got to tee it up like the commercial. This is our sizzle. This is our wow. These are the effects that we have to show people what we have a hold of. So check mark 1, have you watched the interactive video funnel? Check mark 2, have you seen the infomercial? What's an infomercial? Our lives, dude. We're doing them every single night. Have you been to a live? Have you sat there focused? Have you seen what we have a hold of? Check. Absolutely. That's what you're going to be taking your people to. And the 3rd check mark, Jefferson, that you have to do, even if you're already in, have you made it personal? Have you talked to your teammate? Have you had that deep dive conversation of what's your desire? What's your dream? What's on your bucket list? What's in the portal? Where are you going? Do you have a GPS coordinate in? Or are you just driving into the lake, right? Like, we got to know where you want to go so we can meet you every step of the way. Jefferson, you taught me a long time ago, I will help you build your business. And I love that, man, because it takes ownership and it takes responsibility. So we're going to get into more prospecting. We're going to get into the portal, Jefferson, but those 3 check marks are so crucially important to not only have yourself, but as you're building your dream team, to make sure the more check marks someone has by their name, the more they're going to be a lifer. And that's what we want, guys. We want people in this with us for life.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I got 3 other check marks too. Since we got our check marks out, let's check some more stuff. Is it simple? Does it work? Can I do this? When you answer those 3 little checks, people like, I'm in. I'm going to do this. My belief level went up. See, the thing is, what's going to happen after this training, after every training that we do, as every time we get together, is your belief is always going to be up. And that's when you're most effective, right? Is when your belief levels, because when your anxiety is high, when your knowledge is low on this, because you just signed up and you're like, okay, what do I do? But as your knowledge level goes up, the anxiety goes down, okay? Because you know that, okay, that your name is JoJo, right? And if your name is Jay, you know that your name is Jay. Nobody can convince you that your name is not Jay. That's how solid we are on our product knowledge, and we know that DreamTrip works, right? And all that. Is it simple? Does it work? Is it simple? Yeah, it's Hawaii, it's Bora, it's Cabo. We got it for less than what other people do, and you can get paid to go, right? Once you see the program, right? And you can write it off, get your tax professional, but you could write it off on your taxes. These are the kind of cool things. It's simple. Does it work? Yeah, we're about to show you the portal. We're gonna give you a bunch of examples here, show you some stuff around the portal. And some people are like, I want to take a dream trip first to see if this is the right thing for me. Oh, okay. So it's the winter time and you're freezing. So you tell the stove, no, I want you to prove to me that you could start a fire. Then I'll put wood in you. No, you don't do that to a wood burning stove. You start the fire with the kindling, right? The paper, the newspaper, the dry leaves or whatever. You put the wood in there and you light it. It goes. That's how you got a warm stove. Okay. How do you prove that the Dream Trip membership works? You use the membership, right? Same thing as a gym membership, right? You can't blame the gym that you don't have 6-pack abs or you're not getting stronger, because you got to get it. You got to get in the gym, right? You got to throw some steel around like me and Kenny talk about in the mornings. And so let's jump into the portal here, and we're going to show you some goodies about that. And across the top, you see it says Dream Trips, hotels, resorts, vacation rentals, cruises, flights, cars, transfers, which is transportation, right? Back and forth to, could be a car, could be a bus, whatever. Activities, cooking classes, amusement parks, all that kind of stuff. Then you get your concierge service if you're a founding member and all that type of stuff. All right. Notice the hotels is blue. So the default when you log into your portal from your back office is the hotels. Okay. Just so you know that. In order to see the Dream Trips, you got to click over here to Dream Trips. Now, I know the company's called Dream Trips, and it says Dream Trips on the website, but you actually have to click on the compass that says Dream Trips to look at the Dream Trips, okay? I know that sounds like really basic, but what happens is the whole thing is called Dream Trips, and so people are like, okay, what's the distinctions? I think that's important. So now that I clicked on Dream Trips right there on the portal, I'm going to scroll down, and these are the trips that are already been, we got Paris, France. Okay. We have island hopping in Greece, another one. So you got Greece in May and then Greece in August. We got Dollywood coming out. This is pretty cool. Looks like we got in at the end of October for 2026. Okay. We've got Rome at the end of March. I think a lot of us are going to Rome there, which will be fun. We've got the French Quarter, New Orleans. That'll be in April. Okay. We've got Portugal, another beautiful place. We've got Cairo, Egypt at the end of May. We've got July in Dubai. We've got July Marrakesh. And I haven't even seen this, guys. See, when it says select more info for waitlist, we've had a lot of requests, and we want people to go here to be like, yeah, I want to get on that wait list, because once again, we're not going to build a trip that nobody wants. Marrakesh, man, that's beautiful. Okay, Santorini, Greece, Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Look at this. This is over my son's birthday. This is pretty cool. Okay. Exotic car racing in Vegas. I'm going to be on that one for sure. That looks like that's over Memorial Day weekend. That'll be awesome. Okay, we got Lisbon over here, another Portugal. We got Croatia, okay, at the end of June. Okay, now we're back to Paris over here in August. Okay, that's pretty amazing, guys. And here's some other ones here. Eilat, Israel. This is specifically for the teams in Israel and members in Israel, but anybody's open to go, right? But we got the Kenyan Safari, Halloween at the Brent Castle. There's Egypt again, Bovda, Montenegro, Guatemala, Bottle School. We're looking towards the end, the third quarter in 2026 for a Bottle School voluntourism trip. We've got Jordan. We've got New York. We've got Florence, Italy. We've got Halidiki, Greece. We got another Jordan. Okay, this is pretty cool. So those are the dream trips that we have right now. Okay, and then we got more that we're working on now. Dream breaks are shorter dream trips. These are 3 days, 2 nights, or 4 days, 3 nights. They're shorter. They do not have a host. So we got a Disney Anaheim, California, Kenya. Okay, look at this. This is the winter slopes in Slovenia. Okay, we got Czech Republic over here. What is this? Is this Slovakia over here? Hot air balloons in, where is this? Adventure, where is that at? I don't know. Okay, Kenya. Okay, so that's not Kenya, hot air balloons in Kenya, but that's next to it. You guys can see what I'm doing. Mother's Day in Tennessee. This is a dream break. There's no host, but I know that there's a lot of moms, our Dream Trip members, that are going on this one. And that's going to be obviously in May. Okay, we got Ibiza, Spain, dream break, Czech Republic. Okay, this is pretty cool. Alpine, look at that. That's in Slovenia. Okay, so we got some good ones here. So those are the dream trips. Before I go on to hotels and really start showing some bucket list places, any comments you want to make on that, JoJo, on the dream trip side of things?
Yeah, the May Mother's Day. I'm leading that one. Like, we're going.
Let's go.
Put some flames in the chat for my moms that want to roll with me. We're talking spa. This is going to be a dream break for sure for all me and my mamas. So I love these dream trips. I love that there's options for everyone. Jefferson, I had a call yesterday with someone, and I love that we hit every type of dream trip that you possibly could, for my introverts, for my extroverts, for my activity, all action people. It really is something for everyone. And what I love that people may not really realize, and I know you said it, but it's worth repeating, over 30,000 unique dream trips this company has already done in our portfolio. And we're just picking some and putting them here, and they're always going to evolve and add more. I just love that, Jefferson, because when you talk about a competitive advantage, knowing that you're in the right place at the right time, no one can even come close to competing against what we have a hold of because of the 20-year history of what we've done. So I just think that's so important. And again, when you're knowing that you made the right choice, it's knowing that the future is already procured. Like, we're already there. We've already created it, and it's going to be even light years ahead of what would be competition, which is almost laughable at this point. So yeah.
So 100%. So we're about to get into the hotels part of things. Okay. But let me just park at Dream Trips for a second again. So that is our unique differentiator. Okay. There's other network marketing companies that sell travel, and it's great. We have an abundant mentality, and travel's an $11.7 trillion industry. It is massive. There's plenty for everybody. Okay. But when it comes to someone like yourself that wants to really build this, and you want to sell this, and you're sitting at the Starbucks, or you're on the phone, you're on a Zoom, and somebody's asking genuinely, what is the difference between Dream Trips and this, or Dream Trips and that? And there's a lot, okay? There's multiple levels of competitors. Is Expedia a competitor? Yeah, you could look at that as a competitor, but they're retail. They might have group trips that they might do, but it's not what a Dream Trip is, okay? It's basically transactional. That's what Expedia, that's what a lot of these big box travel sites are. That's one level. Another level is vacation clubs, Disney Vacation Club, Marriott Vacation Club. Guess what? We do dream trips to all those places around the world. You're not stuck with one brand. Okay, here, let me ask you a question. When you go to your refrigerator, is all of it Good and Gather from Target? Is that every single brand in your refrigerator Good and Gather? No. Look in your pantry. Is everything the same brand? No. Under your sink? No. In your bathroom? No. You want to have the freedom to be able to travel wherever the heck that you want and whatever vendor you want, right? And that's what we're doing, because we're a full-blown travel agency, and we also operate as a tour operator as well, okay? And so vacation clubs. Then you got timeshares, okay? Timeshares are basically one location, okay? You can go to one time a year. You get 1 week out of the year where it's yours. You get ownership, right? And then if you want to go to their sister properties around the world and have another one on the other side of the beach or something, you've got to pay exchange fees. You got to exhaust whatever point system they have, which is very difficult to understand because it's not dollar per dollar. There's all those things. And let alone they hit you upside the head for 20, 50, $80,000 one time, but you got ownership. Not really. I don't think so, in my opinion. Okay. You only get to use it one time a week, right? And what if you don't have vacation time during that time, right? What if you have other friends that want to travel over here, but you got a timeshare over here? You see the limitation? Okay. And then you have other network marketing companies that say they have travel. They probably have a portal. Okay. A portal is a place you can book travel. Okay. But they do not have curated experiences that they've done for 20 years, like we have, to the tune of almost 500,000 trips, like we have, to the tune of almost doing, I don't know, Dubai almost 1,000 times. Hopefully I'm not trying to sound like I'm on my pedestal, but I am a little bit because I've experienced it. I've seen it. I've seen people that never had a passport see the pool of their peers going, wait a second, you're not going to Mexico without me. You're not going to Greece without me. Dubai's been on my bucket list for 20 years. You're not going without me. So what happens is they go, you know what? I'm getting my freaking passport. They bite the bullet. They do the thing. And now they're in Dubai on the sand dunes going, holy crap, I'm here. And they did it because it was the peer pressure in a good way. It was the FOMO in a good way, but it was people that they knew that were doing something together. See, that's another pool. There's all these different little things that happen, right? Now, could another company do an incentive trips and put up a group trip together? Of course they can, but they can't get the prices that we can. Because think about this for a second. When we call Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, we all know it's an amazing cruise line. We don't say, hey, this is my little small phone because I only have one little group of people. Hey, can you get us 20 cabins on the cruise sailing in June? Or here's Rovia and DreamTrips. We got a big old phone. I check it out. We're like, hey, what's up? Can we get that June date? But can we also get 5 other sailing dates? And we'll guarantee you we'll sell 20 cabins on all those other 5 sailing dates. Or back when before pandemic, we had, can we get 100 sailing dates and we'll guarantee you this many cabins? What do you think the price is going to be that we're going to get? Can you give us some shoulder dates, some shoulder season dates, some low season dates, and maybe one high season date, and give us a quote? Who do you think is going to get a better price? We are, because we're coming with volume, but consistent volume all the time, over and over and over again. Here's something else for your notes. Since the pandemic, where did DreamTrips go? Travel went to zero pretty much during the pandemic. So DreamTrips was gone for a minute, but not totally, because Rovia, the travel agency, stayed in business. It had to, because it had members on the books that already booked trips that were all paused. But when the trip started again and everything opened back up again, until today, DreamTrips has done 342 DreamTrips since everything opened back up since the pandemic. What other network marketing company, travel company has done that many trips? Zero. Close your eyes. Nothing. And so I'm sounding like this because I want you to know that you have the best product. You have the best membership to offer the end user consumer, not even talking about the business. Okay. People would buy the membership, and we've had millions of people buy the membership without the business. And they stayed paying when the world was shut down for months. They stayed paying. We just had a group from China. Okay, this is one of those groups. None of them are network marketers. None of them build the business. 3 weeks ago, almost 4 weeks ago, they went to Sicily. A group of Chinese women went to Sicily for a dream trip. Then from there went to a Slovenia dream trip. Then from there went to Amsterdam dream trip. They did 3 back-to-back dream trips. This is what's happening in the background that most people don't know about. Okay. So I just wanted to park there for a second. Jojo, anything else about that before we move on to the hotels?
Yeah, I just think it's so cool. Like when you think about that, just from a membership standpoint, our members are our best billboards. And everyone think about this. Even if you weren't building a business and you're just a part of this for using the portal, using the portfolio, what do you do before you go on a trip? You talk about it. You say what you're going. You say what you're excited about. You ask people if they've been there. So you're in constant conversation about it. What do you do? And this is a perfect example of all our people that were in China. When you're on the trip, You take selfies, you post pictures, you share on social media what you're doing. What happens when you get home from a trip? Everyone asks you what? How was your trip? So these are the biggest billboards. And I'll tell you the piece that blew my mind. And as we're transitioning to the other side of it, what blew my mind, Jefferson, is when you told me the retention rate of our members. When someone goes on one dream trip, y'all, think of this from a business hat now. Your retention rate goes over 70%. When someone goes on 2 dream trips, the retention rate is over 85%. That is insane. For anyone that runs a business, for me, I have 2 Airbnbs. If my retention were 85%, holy smokes, that's incredible. But it is here. It is in Dream Trips. This is what we have a hold of, you guys. For the first time, you have a business where we love and value our members and let them stay in their lane. We let them be there. And for those that see it bigger and want to build a business, let's go. You're at the starting line. So it's truly remarkable, that membership base.
Yeah, that's great. And so we talked about the retail brands online, right? We talked about the timeshare or vacation club market, right? Those guys, Inspirato, they charge, I don't know, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then we talked about the timeshare market, right? And then we talked about the other network marketing companies, which pretty much all they do is have a portal, and then they'll do maybe 1 or 2 incentive trips, maybe 3 incentive trips a year. Okay. They don't do dream trips. Okay. And what's funny is they'll say, yeah, it's kind of like a dream trip. That they'll actually use. It's kind of like people say, they don't say tissue, they say Kleenex. Kleenex is a brand. Like I say Kleenex. I don't say, hey, do you have a Kleenex? I say, do you have a Kleenex? I don't say, do you have a tissue? So I'm going to FedEx. I don't say I'll overnight that to you. I'm going to FedEx it to you. That's a brand name. I'm going to Google that. Right now it's like ChatGPT that or whatever. Right. So see, it becomes a verb. Yeah, it's kind of like a dream trip, but not. So that there's that. But there's one other thing. There's other affiliate programs that, hey, you could be a travel agent, get travel agent pricing, FAM pricing. That's a little bit, that's not network marketing though. And there's no leverage there, by the way. Okay. Get ready to be behind a computer booking people's vacations while they go have fun, but you're stuck behind a computer booking travel. Do you want to really do that? No, nobody signs up to be a travel agent. Now, if you want to, if you're one of those rare people that love to serve and plan people's vacations and then not go on vacation and have them go, that's fine. Okay, this is not one of those clubs. And I know that's not why you're here. You're here because you're like, I want to go on that trip. I'm going to book it. I click a button. I'm there. That's what this club is about. You don't have to be a travel agent here. This is not a travel agent program. And by the way, you are not a travel agent. You do not take orders from your friends who are not members and book their travel on our portal. You do not do that. This is for you, the member. Okay. So what you got to do if your friends, hey man, can you check me out the prices? Say, dude, why don't you become a member? Do a private Zoom with them. I'm about to show you guys right now some live hotel examples. You do that with your friends. Say, you know, what's your favorite place? Then, oh, I'm going to go to Miami. Okay, boom, let's pull up Miami. And you start to show them the prices. Can you book it for me? Dude, just become a member. You can book this whenever the freak you want for the rest of your life. Really? Yeah, you get a free Founders Dream Trip every single year for life when you stay on the membership. Oh, okay. So this is how you sell a membership. Okay, is you show them the deals. All right. Okay, I think we did all the differentiation we could right there. Then I think you guys got that. When I load that transcript into AI and break down some notes, I think that's going to be great. Okay, cool. So let's go to hotels. I am now on the second icon. Okay, now by the way, those are like the first 2 major icons, and we're going to speed up as we go through the other ones. All right, so just so you know. All right, so now I'm on a hotel. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I love to do this because the hotel changes all the time. I'm going to look for Dubai. Okay, over New Year's. So let's go Dubai. Let's go the 29th to January 2nd. Boom, and let's hit search. All right. So it'll give you some factoids about Dubai as it's doing the searches. Now, as it's searching, what's happening right now, it's pulling from 300 different data feeds from wholesalers, hoteliers, consolidators, all the other travel jargon. All right. Okay, let's check it out. We've got 62% off right here. Okay, $834 on Expedia on hotels. We have it for 324. Taj Dubai, 59% off. Okay, 4,700, 4,900, 4,600. We have it for $1,900. Okay, haven't seen this one. Canal Central Hotel. Look at this. Wow, $5,300 on Priceline and Booking. We have it for $2,617. This is New Year's in Dubai, y'all. This is amazing. Okay, so that's just one example. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's go to the Maldives. Maldives. Okay, let's go Maldives. Let's go ahead and let's just get really crazy. Why don't we do it? Well, it's high season though. Let's do this. Let's do Valentine's in the Maldives, 11th to the 16th. How about we do that? That'll be awesome. Okay, let's check it out. And then we will put some bucket list places in the chat, and we'll pick from one of those. And JoJo can tell me one, and then we'll search that. Okay. All right, 73% off. You guys, let's save you 25 grand. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is not 71%. Royal Island Resort and Spa. Your price is $2,500 over those 5-6 days over Valentine's. Hotels.com, 8,500. Agoda, 10,000. Priceline, 7,900. We have it for 2,570. Ooh, the Conrad. This is the one where you're eating in the restaurant and the water is above you. You're underwater in a restaurant. I don't know if they have these pictures in here. I think they do. Let me just see. They might have the picture. They should have the picture. I guess they're not showing it. Okay, let's look at that one. 12,000. Okay, that's a pricey one, but you're saving 21,000 on that one. Pullman, that's another beautiful one. 51% off. You guys can see that. All right. So JoJo, let me know if there's another place here we could search.
We had a couple of Balis. Bali was the front runner.
Okay. Let's go to Bali. Let's go to Bali. Boom. And we kept the same dates. So I just went ahead Bali over Valentine's, those 5-6 nights there. Let's see what we got. This is fun, isn't it? Dude, you can do this 30 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day with some of your friends on live Zoom and show them how powerful this is. That'll be amazing. Okay, this one's taking a little bit longer. All right, so here we go. 66% off this one. All Suites Hotel. So Expedia.
228 total?
Yeah.
For
total. Yeah, it was like 6 nights. I picked, it was the 11th to the 16th. So there's that I think that's 5 or 6 nights maybe.
Wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. So we got the Leif Gembron. Okay, $797 on Expedia Hotels. Got it for $256. Okay, 64% off, 63% off, 63, 60. I mean, if you're over 40%, it's a steal. We're still in the 50s. Hold on, let's load some more up. Let's load it up. Look at this. And notice that they're green. If they're over 30% off, it's green. So now we're into the 40s, 49%. See that? Okay, give me one more.
We were looking at, let's see, Saritha said Cape Town.
Cape Town. All right, so let's go Cape Town here. Cape Town. Let's go, I don't know what dates. Let's just pick, let's go out in March.
Let's go spring break. Spring break in Cape Town.
Yeah, let's go 12 to the 16th. Boom. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let it search. Now, by the way, oh, that was fast. That was a fast one. Okay, this one doesn't have a lot of availability. This was 16%, 12%, 6%. Okay, let's change the date. This is good that you guys are seeing this. Let's change the date. Let's go out to June. Let's go June 4th to the 8th. See if that changes anything. See, one of the things that's important is, hey, there could be a convention going on in that city. There could be high season, low season, whatever. Doesn't look like there's a ton right here in this area in Cape Town, but there's some. Okay.
Another Riviera Maya. That was another request.
Okay, perfect. Let's go.
Riviera Maya.
Wait, was I doing that was Cape Town, California. I didn't catch myself, y'all.
Saritha,
hold on, I was doing California.
Saritha did not want to go to Cape Town, California.
Okay, so let's just try June again. Let's just try that again.
Okay.
Because I think it said Cape Town, California.
It sure did.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to be, okay, there we go. Ooh,
There we go.
let's go.
There we
Check that
go.
out, y'all.
Wow.
80% off, 53% off. Look at this. They have 1700 for 832, 49. Okay, you're saving $550 there. That's $550 US dollars. That's a lot. Look at this. This is crazy. All right, that's perfect. There we go. So there's your hotels. And so every day you can go in here and search different dates, your bucket list cities, and build your belief every day. And then take part of that and update people every day. Update people on your follow-up list of the places they want to go to and let them know, hey, by the way, your favorite city in the world that you want to go to, Paris, for Valentine's, they have it for X% off. Every time you do that to somebody, eventually they're going to cry uncle and they're going to go. They're going to sign up as a member. Okay. Let's go to resorts here. All right. So let's stop for a second. And Jojo, I want you to comment on this too. When you're doing a wholesale booking engine like we have, this is whenever you want to go. So remember, DreamTrips is specific dates, specific location. Okay, we curate that for you. The hotel portal and resort portal and the booking portal is whenever you want to go. It's very flexible. So if somebody's, what happens if there's not a dream trip of the date that I want to go? I'm like, just go to the booking engine and book these resorts that you love to go to whenever you want to go. It's the best of both worlds. Your business trips, your weekend getaways, your sporting events, if for your kids' soccer team or whatever, you can do that when you guys go with a traveling team or something like that. But there's so many different little reasons. And I'm saying this explicitly right now so you understand this is how you sell travel. If a prospect is all focused on what dates the dream trip is not on, you get their head and you get them focused on these are all these infinite dates of the hotel booking engine. And a lot of these are all-inclusive resorts. Now, it's not a dream trip. You don't have a group of people. You go there on your own, but that's what a salesperson does. And if you don't see yourself as a salesperson, you are, because we all sell people. You sold your spouse to marry you. You sold your boss to hire you, right? You sold your kids to eat the broccoli. Okay. So, right, Jojo?
If that quantifies me as a salesperson, my kids, I'm a terrible salesperson because they just won't eat their broccoli. But hey, I pivot them and I put it in a smoothie. It's how you repackage the thing that you're trying to get them to do. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And it's important to be city specific, hotel flexible. Write that down. City specific, hotel flexible, because you're going to have a prospect that's like, okay, I'm going to stay at the St. Regis in Miami these dates. Okay, when they say that, that's so freaking specific. It is a 50-50 roulette. There can be a convention at that hotel during those dates. That hotel, that might be the most popular weekend for that hotel. If it's over 80-90% occupied, guess what's going to happen? Ain't going to be no wholesale rates at that hotel. But what if you go, hey, what about the Four Seasons at the Ritz-Carlton? See, if they're all about the St. Regis, which is high end, then show them the Four Seasons in the Ritz-Carlton, because those are comparable hotels. Okay. City specific, hotel flexible. This is how you sell that portal, and you get all flexible. But if they're so rigid of say that hotel that day, it's a 50-50, right? So that's what's important.
Perfect example of that, Jefferson. I had someone going to Texas. They're shopping for a home. They had to be in this specific area, and they were told the Westin is where they had to stay. And so we hop on the portal. They had just become a member. The Westin was like 5% off. And she was like, this isn't that great. I said, look, let's look at the map. Let's just see what's around there. So literally 2 blocks down the road was the Embassy Suites, pretty comparative to the Westin. And we looked at the pictures. We saw that it was nice. 52% off. We saved her $150 because she had to be in that area, which was great, but we just broadened the map by a couple blocks, and that blew her mind. So it was a fun experience. But again, the more you know, the more confident you can be to do that. So for anyone that's new, like Jefferson said, play around in there, man, because you'll see how quickly you can just play the crossing walk roulette.
Yeah, no, that's super important, because that deflates you. All of a sudden, you're all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I'm going to sell this Dream Trip membership to people. And all of a sudden, they go, oh, it's only 5% off. And then you feel like, oh, this product. Like, no, it's kind of, and I'll talk about the airfare, but there is no such thing as discounted airfare. And so don't paint yourself in a corner. Number one, acting like you're a travel agent. Number two, booking somebody's airfare, because that's a losing situation, because they're going to find it $5 cheaper somewhere else. Southwest is going to have a web special that's only for their website, and you have to book it on their website. That'll be any other rate they have anywhere else. So you see what I'm saying? Travel is very different, okay? It is a moving target, and it's supply and demand. And the reason why we get so many deals on these hotels is because when a hotel room is empty for the night, that is lost revenue. The hotel will never ever get back. Same thing with cruises. And so they're willing to dump their prices way down to a private membership like us, okay, and not do a fire sale on the internet because they'll mess up their retail business. They will mess it up for life if they're putting out fire sales and specials all the time. They have to do it to a private membership, paywall, passcode protected membership like us, because the public doesn't see our prices. Okay. And by the way, that just reminded me, I was talking to Johnny the other day, and this is a big thing that we'll put in some policies is when you're on a dream trip, do not share with all the other guests that are on the cruise ship or the hotel you're staying at what you paid for it. Okay. Because you will ruin their vacation because you paid a lot less. And that is not what we're trying to do. We are not trying to recruit the other guests that are at that hotel by sharing our price and what we paid, because now they're going to be mad and they're going to storm over to the manager of the front desk and complain why they didn't get the lowest price and we did. That's not how you recruit. Okay. That is not how you sell the membership when you're on the hotel premises in the hot tub or the laying out by the pool talking to another mom or another dad or whatever. All right. So I just want to make sure you guys know that. Do not share the price of what you paid on a dream trip when you're on the dream trip. You can do it afterwards. Here's how you can do that. So if JoJo says, hey, so what did you pay for this? So I said, can't really share that, but I'll tell you what, let's exchange information. This is our group over here. We're having fun. Matter of fact, we got another trip to Mexico. We have another trip to Rome and then Croatia at the end later in the spring. Let's exchange information and I'll tell you all about it afterwards. Cool? Awesome. That's how you prospect on a dream trip. You don't get diarrhea of the mouth and just sell them into it, out of it, back into it, and out of it in the same conversation. Okay? Because I've done it. The reason why I'm so good at training is I did everything wrong. That's so part by process of elimination. And some of you guys know me. Like Johnny, he's known me for 20 plus years. Okay. Some of these guys have known me for a long time. When I sucked a long time ago, right? Because I did all that wrong. And this is why we spend time to train you, because we want you to hear that we've made the mistakes too, but here's how you sell it. Here's why, here's this, here's that, because we are going to be well-trained ninjas at this thing. All right. Okay. Jojo, any other things that pop in your head before we go to the next thing?
I have a quick story on timeshares because I had two of them happen in the last couple of weeks, which are so beautiful. You guys, I have two friends separately, don't know each other. They own two different timeshares, both of them. And we're talking one of them, she spent $32,000 to get started. She has 4 weeks a year. She pays $500 a month. If she wants to change it, she has to pay thousands, just like you said, Jefferson. She was about to lose her 4 weeks. And so they had to scramble to get there and do the vacation. You guys, she went on DreamTrips, blew her mind. Her exact unit that she owns in the exact location, it cost her for an entire week $400. She literally got on the phone with her husband and said, honey, how do we get out of our timeshare? Because she might even be on this Zoom right now, because we are dream trippers for life now. This is insane. She literally brought over her family members. They were all looking at their timeshares, and everyone was seeing insane discounts. And the other one, same thing. He went out to Yosemite. They have this beautiful timeshare. They take wildlife photos. It's his favorite place on earth to go. They've had it for over 2 decades. He went on DreamTrips and it was mind-blowing. The difference in price, to the point where he went back to his own timeshare that he owns 2 times, Jefferson, with DreamTrips and not his ownership.
Oh, man.
It's so crazy. But yeah.
All right. I just saw Sarita's chat. She crashed out. Yeah, she probably crashed out hearing that. Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so let's jump in and let's go to the next thing here. And we're going to talk about resorts. Okay, so we're clicking on the third thing called resorts. Okay, where do you want to go? I don't use this that much, but look at this. You can go over here. Look at this. 7-day Mexican cruise Riviera, 60% off. 4-day Bahama cruise, round trip cruise, 60% off. Let's click on it. Okay, look at this. Book your balcony cabin, okay, for $1,099. This is 60% off. This is crazy, the kind of stuff. Okay, estimated price $5,000. 7-day Mexican Riviera round trip. Let's go out of Cabo. Look at this. Estimated price $5,000, $5,000. This is crazy. You know what? I'm gonna sit here and you can just watch me. Look at this. This is crazy. This is on the portal here. Okay, let me get this out of the way. That is beautiful. Okay, so let's go back to resorts again. Okay, so you can look at these. You can go down here. These are cruise offers. It looks like these are hotel deals. Okay, so similar to what we just saw. There's a lot of repetition here because they have specific deals on resorts. Quintero, how do you pronounce that? Caposodisha or something? Cleveland, Guantana. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so there's that. Okay, there's resorts there. For me, I use the hotels the most because resorts are included in the hotels. All right. So now let's go to vacation rentals. Now, this is wholesale. Okay. The super hosts, which JoJo is a host for Airbnb as well. That's one of her other businesses. Okay. But look at this, y'all. Okay. These are Airbnbs and VRBOs. Let's go to France right here. $16,000. We have it for $5,300 for the week. Okay. Let's go to Athens, Greece. We got a little apartment here. 16 grand. We have it for 5,200. Okay. Let's go to Playa del Carmen. Luxurious apartment here. Okay. February. VRBO, 16 grand. We have it for 5,200. So you could see what's happening here. And so why, JoJo, tell us from your perspective, why are these Airbnbs and VRBOs here in a private membership at wholesale? What do you think is going on there?
Yeah, no, it's exactly the reason that you said. As superhost, and again, I've been a superhost on Airbnb for 7 years. We have 2 in Washington State. We have vacancies, y'all. And if I go front facing and lower my price, it lowers the algorithm of how Airbnb puts me to other people. And it lowers my brand, and it also lowers the quality of consumer that comes to my homes. And again, the equation is there because it's in reality. I've seen it. So when we sell as a host, a super host, to a private booking engine, it elevates the caliber of person because they're paying for their membership that will receive that discount. So from a host perspective, I value the private booking engines and I value giving them my listing so that I can have a checks and balance of who's going to be in my home. And then I also can get my occupancy rate up, which changes the algorithm in Airbnb. They see, ooh, this is getting booked. They push me forward. There are so many reasons why this is such a great engine for vacancies to give people to access to our homes, right? So it's phenomenal. And I can guarantee you, I personally am not going to go put those prices on Airbnb. You will absolutely 100% get it discounted steeply on DreamTrips, not on the front facing. Plus the fees are exorbitant that we have to pay out there. So it's an awesome place to have access to, especially for those vacation rentals.
Yeah, no, that's really good. So let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about expectations, right? A lot of people are going to want the Airbnb they saw at Christmas time, which is high season, which the house that you want is probably not going to be available, which means it's not going to be available on our site either. What these hosts are doing, and JoJo, you can back me up on this, is they're trying to fill up some of the dates that they don't have full, right? They have vacancies, and maybe some shoulder seasons, meaning what a shoulder season is between low season and high season, right? But the question for you is, what if you decided to celebrate Christmas a week before Christmas at an Airbnb because you got a killer deal and saved $10,000? Would the whole family adjust? Possibly. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to be a little flexible there because these are dates that they're trying to get people to occupy. So guess what? High season, maybe a New Year's Eve, the exact house you want, it's probably not going to be unless you're trying to book it a year in advance or something. So anyways, you could speak to that a little bit too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the other thing that I found that I've had to coach people up on are vacation rentals. This is not rent.com. Right? So don't look to try to find a month-long booking to save money on I have people that travel for business and need to stay for 2 or 3 months. Yes, you can find some deals, but don't set the expectation that you're going to find these steep discounts for long-term living, right? This is dream trips. This is vacation rentals. We call them STRs, short-term rentals. So leveraging that way is super important as well. And yeah, for us, shoulder season is different in each area. So if you're thinking winter wonderland and you're trying to get a high season, maybe that's not going to be found on the short-term rental. Like for us, we're in a beach town. Summer's high season, but that February, March, April, dude, you're going to get some insane deals. Modifying, like you said, the time and the window that you want to go so you can experience these cool places is super important.
Yeah. And so back to the hotels for a second. I forgot to mention the 110% price match guarantee. How does that work? Let's break that down. So when you book the hotel and you find it somewhere else that's less, then you submit that, because there's the details of what to do to submit that. You submit it, and we obviously match that 100%. It's got to be apples to apples, same date, same everything. Okay. Same room type. Okay. Make sure you understand that same room type, all that stuff. And then we match it, and then we give you 10% more in loyalty dollars in this travel portal that you can use on the next booking. Okay. We're not going to discount on another 10%. We give it to you on the next booking. Okay. And this is the third-party vendor portal partner that we have, the travel partner that we have that does all this for us and with us. Okay. So that is how that guarantee works. And then also, if you go to the bottom of the travel portal, it does talk about how the guarantee works. There's all the details there as well. Okay. So I just want you to know that you're offering people the best price possible out there through the hotels. Okay. So when I'm selling this membership, my main thing is I'm selling the hotel portal and the DreamTrips. Okay. Those are the main two things that I'm sharing. Everything else is like a nice to have. Airbnb is really strong. The condo rentals, really strong. Okay. I would say that's like a third thing. But you know what? We got these cruises too. Okay. But I'm not a cruise expert, but let's jump over here and let's get into, oh, by the way, on these rentals, you've got best deals. So they're all filters: best deals, beachfront, apartment, condo, nearby a spa, house, which a lot of these are overlapping, right? Mountains, because you'll have a house that's by the mountains, right? Townhome by the mountains, and then villa. So a lot of these overlap, but just you can filter them these different ways. Obviously, number of guests, dates, yada, yada, all that kind of stuff. Now, let's jump into the cruises, okay? And this is pretty amazing because this has, okay, let's just say you're like, you know what? I love Disney. I got some kiddos. I want to see I'm not going to put anything else. I just want to know all the Disneys that are happening for the next 12 months. So I just put Disney and I just hit search, okay? So it just showed me 265 itineraries. We got 3 nights Asia, 3 nights. It starts with the least amount of nights. So we got 4 nights, right? Then we got 5 nights Bahamas, and then 5 nights. So once again, we're starting, and obviously we're really close. That's, what is it, 2 weeks away? There's still even cabins on this one, right? And so 4 nights and then 5. So we just scroll through, find a date that you want, find an itinerary that you want, right? And obviously, as you get further away from the dates, like in the future, you're going to get lower prices. The closer you get, it's going to get real expensive, especially for the prime cabins on these things, right? But we got some crazy deals on this stuff. The other thing too, okay, is this. Let me unshare this. Cruises are very different from all-inclusives because a cruise includes most of your food. And some of these cruise lines now have some premium restaurants, let's say a special steakhouse. And now they serve steak in all the other places, and it's really nice too. But let's say the premium, then they charge a little bit. Or let's say you want to get some rare wine type stuff. They charge you. Cruises, they charge you for drinks. They don't charge you for water or tea or juice or something. Everything else, soft drinks, alcoholic beverages, anything else they charge you for on cruises. Okay. The main food, the buffets, the restaurants, they don't. Okay. So just know if you go on a cruise and you just put your credit card on file and you just like, hey, have fun every day, and you get that nice little bill at the end, like the second to the last night, they slide it underneath your door and you're like, whoa, I didn't know I drank that much or whatever. So just know that cruises are very different from other resorts and things like that. Anything you want to add about the cruises, JoJo?
To me, I'm learning this too because I'm not a huge cruiser, Jefferson, but cruising is a culture. And so you have people that are huge cruise aficionados. They know what's going on, they know what the deals are. And so I just love our portal. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there are so many filters that you can go through to find exactly what you're looking for. But I love keeping it broad and then zooming in, Jefferson. I think it's just like the hotels. You can be cruise specific because you are of the cruise culture, but then you can also zoom out and just see how many things we have available. And I love the timing window. Mark was saying a couple Zooms ago that there are some cruises right now that have all of those things included that we're getting insane prices on. So I just, yeah, love the deep dive into all of this. And for people that are of the cruise culture, take time and look in it because you will find some insane deals on these cruises for sure.
Yeah, and this is really important. And by the way, we're always going to have a friend that knows more than us. They've been on 60 million cruises. So if you try to tell them about cruises, they're going to be like, "Time out, dude. Let me tell you something." Then all of a sudden they start schooling you on cruises. But what they don't know is most of them don't write off their cruises on their taxes because they're not in the travel business and they're not pursuing a profit in the travel business. Okay. So that there's angles to this thing, right? You don't need to act like you know everything, right? I don't know, but all I know is check out this video. I don't know, but all I know is JoJo did this, and you just tell a story. If you don't know the answer to something, that's why you need to beef up on these stories. Okay. Because you just say, listen, I don't know about that, but all I know is bam, you tell a story about somebody that just saved some money. Right. And if you can just equip yourself with stories, a bank of stories in your brain, right, then you can overcome any objections because stories machine gun down any objections out there because we always have somebody that saves some money, right? Because we have a travel club here.
Dwayne just put it, he was saying, and there is a $39 cruise in the portal right now. Like,
wow. Yeah. There's some of you on here that you've got free time. Maybe you're retired or maybe you're a teacher and you've got the whole summer off. Like literally, you can build this business, get some travel dollars, whatever, or your expendable money, and go find some last minute deals and just go on a trip, right? You build the story up, you take pictures, you take video. Now you've got a book of business. Now you've got proof that you're using the product. Nobody ever cancels a membership that uses a membership, right? So you've got to find ways for you to use it. If you haven't done it yet, find like this Saturday night, tonight, right? Book a hotel. Or tomorrow night, like a little staycation for one night, save $70, save $45, save $100, and take the pictures and make a nice little reel or a little posting or whatever. And now you've got a dream trip story, right? A travel story. All right. So go ahead.
Guys, if you don't have a story and you're not going to go book tonight, get on our social media. Get on DreamTrips social media. People are posting, use others. If you see me or Jefferson or Dwayne or Jay or anyone post a story on things that they've experienced, leverage it and say, this is my business partner. This is my friend. This is my dream trip buddy. Can you believe this deal they got? Use your story till you create, use our stories till you create your own for sure. Absolutely.
Very cool. All right. So let's jump in. That's really good. I totally forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah. Recruit what you're not, right? Is borrow our stories. So as we move from left to, we're now on flights. Okay. I'm not going to get into flight prices and all that. Flights are flights, y'all. There's no commission on it. Delta back in 1993 told the travel agencies, you know what? We're going to stop paying commissions. After that, all the other airlines did the same. Some airlines based on international flights might pay a little bit of commission, but there is no such thing as a commission on flights, which means it's a commodity. And we can book your flights through your portal, which is really cool, right? But I know we've got, JoJo, don't you have some car rental? Do you have any car rental stories? Yeah, so obviously you can book your cars through here, but go ahead, JoJo.
Yeah, no, and just on the flights, guys, the difference, and I love this. I'm learning so much about travel, but the flight has to take the flight pattern regardless if people are on it, so they can keep that flight pattern on their books. So they're not like hotels where if there's a vacancy, they are losing money. They have to keep that flight line. So I just thought that was really cool as to why they don't drop prices, and they don't really need to, because they got to pay regardless if the people are on the plane or not. But with the car rentals, yeah, Jefferson, we're a single car family. My husband and I decided a long time ago, we have one car right now and it's paid off. It's a beautiful thing. We don't need more until we do. and we're not going to go buy a new car today. So we leverage the car rental so much. I think we've used it 4 or 5 times, not only here locally, which you don't really think of all the time, but if we go on a longer road trip, I don't necessarily want to put that on our car. So we'll go find an insane deal with our portal, and they're not all insane. Let me preface this by saying, sometimes it's $20. Like when we went to Seattle last weekend, we needed a car. There's a $25 discount. I'll take it. Like I'll take all it. Save money is made money. But on the longer ones, we'll go shop the deal to not put the miles on our car and take it on a road trip. So I think the car rental portal is so incredible. We don't talk about it that much because sometimes the deals aren't great, but I see Marcy here in the chat, 8 days for $63 total. Like, guys, that's wild. That's less than your car. You can literally use our car portal and not have a car payment and spend less. So yeah, I think it's a great advantage for people that leverage and need a car rental.
Yeah, definitely. And just an alert, everybody. Once again, on flights, if you get into a flight conversation, you do not want to paint yourself into a corner. This is not Dream Flights. That's not the name of our company. DreamTrips. Okay. You will not sell a membership, okay, by pitching flights at all. I always pitch our Dream Trips and our hotel. Those are the 2 main things. That's my 1-2 punch right there. And that's how you do it. Everything else is more of, now cruises is really strong too. Okay. And the rentals are really strong too. So we got, the number 1 is Dream Trips. Then we have the hotels. Then we have vacation rentals. Then we have the cruises. Those are like the strongest 4 things. Cars are really competitive. Now, the other thing is the concierge service. That is amazing. Let's jump and let's talk a little bit about the concierge service, because let me just go across here. So we got flights, cars, transfers. Now, I'm just going to show it to you real quick. Transfers are where you want to go, round trip or one way. That's kind of like Uber in a way, right? You can use Uber if you want, or you can use transfers. You can do a Sprinter van. You can do a limo. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay, that's transportation. Then you have activities. So you type in I'm just going to put Dallas right here. Oops, I got to spell Dallas right. Okay. And let me just hit that. Did it go? No, it disappeared on me. Sometimes I go too fast. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to pull up some activities. And so look, art and culture, classic workshops, right? We've got active arena, thrilling indoor games, gardens, theme park, all kinds of things here, art and culture. Okay, JFK historical tour, Dallas highlights Arboretum. That's a beautiful place, by the way, by White Rock Lake over here in Dallas. Classes and workshops, candle making classes, perfume making classes, candle making class, foodie people, right? There's all these things here, guys. That amazing Arlington scavenger hunt, normally $250 at $234. Not a lot of savings, but it's stuff to do. Flat tire 2-seater e-bike stuff, right? So all these things are in here, just so you know. That's our activities there. And let's jump on this concierge service. By the way, the concierge service, is it popping up? Oh, it's a pop-up. Yeah.
I was going to let everyone know that because I was showing someone the concierge and it wasn't working. And I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. The anxiety started going high. No, it's not terrible. It's a pop-up block. So just go hit the pop-up, Jay. And
exactly. There you go. So yeah, so I clicked that. It was up here at the top. I had to click on the little square. It says pop-up blocker. So boom, I did that. Now I'm here, and see here, you've got concert tickets. So you want to order flowers, shopping, home services. There's a lot on here. Dining and nightlife, limousine services, tours, yachts. Okay. And then over here, visa application and assistance. They'll help you get the visa for a place you're traveling to, or a place that you're from, wherever country you're coming in from. Let's look at some of these. We got airport lounge pass. So you have to go here to request your airport lounge passes. You do a chat with live concierge. You've got to do it within, I think it's a week, actually 48 hours, but we've had some people that they told them it's got to be a week. So we're finding out, but do it as soon as you can. Definitely a week before. I would say if you're trying to do it last minute, the day of, it's not going to work. You can't do it the day of. Okay. I've had people text me and they're like, Jefferson, hey, can you hook me up on the airline pass, or airport lounge pass? I'm like, when are you going? Oh, I'm here at the airport now. I'm like, no, dude, it's not going to work that way. And I get it. People want it. Listen, we all want what we want right now, but this is part of the education process. You got to think ahead. Okay, I booked my trip to be next in March. Contact the concierge now. Hey, I'm going to be going to this airport. I've got a 5-hour layover in Istanbul, Turkey. Can I book an airport pass? Those kinds of things, right? Judge, or anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, my rule, book the flight, book the airport lounge. Like I'm right there doing it. I just send it in because you have all your flight details. They're going to ask for flight, date, time, airline, terminal, and you just copy, paste. They send you the email. It's right there. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, definitely plan in advance.
Yeah, and also check your spam folder, okay? Because you might get the confirmation for your priority pass and you don't see it and you think you didn't book or whatever. Always check your spam folder and all of that.
And Jefferson, you know what I did? I knew I saw it, but then I lost it in my endless emails. So the day of, this is just last week in Seattle, the day of, I got back on the concierge and I said, I can't find my thing. Can you resend it? 5 minutes. She resent me the scan code. It worked beautifully. So again, that concierge, they're not kidding. 24/7, 365. There is someone there that can help you with all the things.
Yeah, one of the things I learned when I was in the military is lack of preparation doesn't create an emergency on my part. So the thing is so your lack of preparation is not our fault. Okay. And what I mean by that is don't put it on DreamTrips and us as a member in a company that something didn't get delivered because you didn't take responsibility to think in advance, chat with them in advance, plan your stuff in advance. Okay. And I know that there's most of you I don't need to say that to, but there's a handful of you that are a certain personality that fly by the seat of your pants because you're blue and like me sometimes. And don't do that. Don't put it on us, guys. You know what I'm saying? Our customer service, our concierge people, they work really hard for you, but don't create an emergency on their part because of lack of preparation on your part. All right. Okay. And we got some more. We got some comments over here. Keep in mind, concierge and airport lounges are available only to founding members. Yes, for sure. Concierge airport lounges is only available for founding members. Hey, if you're not a founding member, you can click upgrade in your back office and upgrade that found. And by the way, any day now, we're going to release the founders trips for the founders, which is pretty cool. So you definitely want to upgrade for that.
And note the date, y'all. Note the date. Like we got last minute. We know we have blues, right? So the end of the founders membership. I just want to be very clear so we have it on record, recorded. You said it, JoJo. December 31st, 11:59 Central Time, you guys. We are doing the pre-launch with that special founders membership with the concierge, the airport lounges, the free dream trip for life, y'all. Until December 31st at 11:59. So if you are an upgrader and you're leaning forward, do it now, do it today because that starts your clock.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. If you're a founding member, yes, if you're a founding member, put an F in the chat if you're a founding member. Yes. All right. We'll celebrate you real quick. All right. Very cool. Yes. And once again, I understand we all have budgets. And so maybe you got the business and you're planning on upgrading. Give yourself a Christmas gift or a holiday gift. Upgrade yourself before the end of the year. That'll be really cool. All right. So we've gone through the portal. We've told you the differentiators like that chunk right there, guys. We have this recorded. We're going to make sure you guys have this. Okay. We'll post this to the Telegram channel within the next couple of hours and it's going to be good. Now, the last piece here, and I want to hand it over to JoJo because we had a great conversation this morning about prospecting, about what do you say to this? Okay, now you're excited. Okay, you're jacked up on Mountain Dew. That's a Talladega Nights reference there. You're excited, right? And you want to tell somebody about it. You want to pique somebody's interest. It's JoJo, I'm going to hand the mic to you. I might add a few things here and there, but I'm going to hand it over to you and you run with this part here because this is exciting. Go ahead.
We're going to go back to those check marks, you guys, because you're in and our goal right now, and I want to reiterate it because it's what Jefferson started in the beginning. Our goal when someone is in, and we're talking about ambassadors now. We're talking about people that want to build the business. Once you're in, you make your choice, business class, founders class. We want 3 check marks by your name. Number 1, the check mark. Did we help you get your foreign pay no more? Number 2, did we do it in your first 30 days so you got your ROI and now you're getting on your way to 1K? And number 3, have you booked your dream trip? Have you used the portal? So we just went over all of that, but just know when someone gets their pack, you still need to take them through this process. And what is the next step to the process? Foreign pay no more. What do? We take it right back to these 3 conversations in the beginning. Have they seen the video commercial? Have they seen the infomercial, been to a live? And finally, have we made it personal and poignant to find value for them? So those are the 2 dances we're always playing in, because when we make it personal and poignant to them, 9 out of 10, they're in. And then what do? We go right back to these check marks. Okay, Jojo, that's great. How do we do that? What is the conversation? Lead with what you're most excited about. Lead with your story. Lead with someone that's retired. Hey, if you have a warm market with a lot of friends and people going into retirement, I know you and I have been thinking and talking about this, and I think I found what we're looking for. Or if you're a mom and an entrepreneur, you guys, I know we've talked about wanting to world school our children, wanting to create multiple sources of income where we don't have to choose between being a mom and an entrepreneur. I think I found what we're looking for, and you were one of the first people that I thought of. Can I send you a short commercial and video of what I found? But more importantly, can I get you to peek behind the curtain to see if there's value in here for you? I don't know if it's for you, but you were one of the first people that I thought of. So you play this dance of pulling it away, giving it forward, leading with your story, leading with your vision of what you want to create. So this is so crucially important, you guys. And a lot of people will say, I don't want to come off salesy, or I don't know what to say. And I always say, lead with your hesitation. I know that may be strange to sound like, but you can literally say to someone, hey, I don't want to come off salesy, and my goal isn't to try to pitch you something, but you are one of the first people I thought of, because I just realized how I can turn vacations into tax deductions. And you are someone that I know loves to travel. And so can I bounce this off of you and see if you're seeing what I'm seeing? Because if you're like me, you're going to want to travel more, spend less. And then I have two incredible partners that are teaching me how to vacation for a living. I'd love to introduce them to you again to see if this is a right fit for you and your family and what you guys are creating for the future. So Jefferson, those are just a few little conversations. The last thing I will say, if you don't have it rolling off the tongue like JoJo or Jefferson, make ChatGPT your best friend. Go into ChatGPT. I love voice noting. It takes me too long to text. So I voice note with ChatGPT, you guys. And I go, hey, I'm just starting DreamTrips, where this is what it's about. I give them a snippet. Here's what my target audience is. I'm having a little hesitation. How do I turn this hesitation into a really great, profound invite? And ChatGPT will give you the script, you guys, and at least give you the confidence as you're starting the conversations. But remember, as you start the conversation, these are seedlings. They're little balloons that you're dropping. And what's our goal with every conversation? Not to close. Yes, of course, we want everyone in. But the goal of every conversation is the next step, the next seed, the next process. So always remember your check marks. Have your people in front of you. Have they seen the commercial? Have they seen the infomercial? Have we made it personal for them? And by doing that, you start with the curiosity. You lead with the confidence of where you're going, regardless if they join you. And then you have a process backed up that they can get all of the value, pertinent information for their lives, not yours. What's in it for them? You're going regardless. You'd rather have them with you.
No, it's really strong. And we've got this recorded, so you're gonna be able to go back and rewind it, and listen to what she just said. All those golden nuggets on inviting. There's infinite ways to invite people, and you want to make it really specific too. Back on the ChatGPT thing, if you haven't downloaded either Gemini or Grok or ChatGPT, they have a free version. It's free, and literally you can vibe with it, talk to it, and say, "Listen, I've got a friend of mine. He's a Type A personality. He's an executive. He's made this kind of money. He's got 2 kids. He likes pickleball, and he likes blah, 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 blah. He wants to pay for a new Corvette. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. What's a couple of one-liners give me like 5 different one-liners that you would suggest that I text him?" And boom, it'll just tell you. You just give it as literally Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, the other day said he did a 39-minute prompt to ChatGPT to just download all the information he wanted AI to know about, to give him the information that he needed. The more raw material that you give AI, the better answer that you get. Okay. So I'm going to approach somebody differently. Say, listen, I want to talk to Mary. I want to pique her interest about DreamTrips. She's a school teacher. She's been a school teacher for 25 years. She's got 2 daughters that are now older. They're in their 20s. She lives here. She loves these things. What is it, like 5 different little one-liners that I can text her to pique her interest? And we've known each other for 10 years. Whatever. The more information you give, okay? And a little hint, okay? The Dream Builder app that's almost done, okay? We're looking at about 2 weeks or less. It has AI inside of it. So you could do this inside the Dream Builder app, which is pretty cool. And it'll look at the notes. Okay, let's say you got Billy Joe's got all these notes on Billy Joe, right? All these things about his personality and what he does and what he likes and all these things. You can tell the AI inside the app, hey, I want to prospect Billy Joe. I want to send him a text. What do I say? It already knows about Billy Joe. So it's going to give you the one-liners of what to say. So I'm telling you, if you don't utilize this, your competition is. And other people are getting prospected. If somebody else is on, your prospect list, those people that are on your list, they're on somebody else's list too. Somebody that's an Herbalife, Mary Kay, some other company out there, they're going to call your buddy. And all of a sudden they're like, oh man, I wish you would have called me last week. I just signed up at Herbalife. Bro, but you should have called him earlier. You should have called him a month ago. Listen, you're not lacking leads. You're lacking courage. You got to pick up the freaking phone and do the voice note and do the thing and go through the numbers. I've said this for years. If you haven't made 1,000 phone calls, you're not in business yet. Jefferson, that's a lot. I'm telling you the truth. Literally, we just laid out a $1,000 training for you. Okay. And all it cost you was your time. Okay. And all you have to do is watch this, look at your notes, apply. The best thing you can do right now is take 3 things from this training today and go apply them. Just go apply those 3 things. After you're done with those 3 things, pick 3 more things. Go apply it. Okay. Maybe tonight or early in the morning with some coffee or tea, rewatch this training on 1.25 speed and go through it again. Ooh, I missed that. Because when you reread a book, when you even watch the same movie again, wait, was that part in the movie? I forgot about that part. Or was that in the book? Because I read the book already. That popped out. See, we're a different person every day and every week and every year. We grow and we listen differently. So when you read the same book in a different part of your life, you're going to take it in differently and you're going to hear and see something and learn something different. Okay. So it's really important that these kind of trainings that we do, that you watch them again and watch them a little faster and get them transcribed and throw them through AI and get the bullet points and do all the things. Like, listen, AI is your friend. Okay. This isn't an AI training, but those of you that leverage it, you can learn farther faster because for me to learn, like I have a really thick skull. That's why I only sponsored 3 people in my first 2 years of network marketing. All right. I was really bad. I use AI to help me learn like deeper, faster. Like that's how I do it. And so don't be scared of it. Make it your friend, leverage it to make it work for you. Okay. It's not going to take your job. It's going to be your co-pilot for the rest of your life because I use it every single day on everything. Okay. And it helps me do things faster to make me better and to help you. So as we wrap up this training today, okay, we talked about a lot of things, but let's go back to the beginning. Get your 4, earn your money back. Okay, go 1K. Get your 4, earn your money back, go 1K. That's all you have to focus on right now towards the end of the year. You got to focus. If you're not a 1K right now, 1K, Traveler 1K, that's your goal for the end of the year. Between now and the end of the year, hit Traveler 1K. If you're already a 1K, your next goal is 5K. And push through because when you finish the year strong, you're going to be starting the year strong. Okay? There's going to be people that are at the stoplight. The light's red, they're at the stoplight, and there's a lane right next to it that's open. And you know what you are? You're the car coming up. You're in motion. You're warmed up. You've been moving already. When that light turns green, phew, you're going to pass them right by because they're just getting going. And some people they don't have any blood in their cheeks till February. They don't even wake up until February. And so you'll be ahead and we'll be ahead. Jojo, any closing remarks that you want to share as you wrap up today?
Yeah, how do we stay ahead? We stay plugged in. So make sure you guys are in the Telegram group. I'm going to put it back up here in the chat. Make sure you watch these replays. Make sure you know our schedule of events, you guys. Tomorrow night, we are live, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central. So you want to be on those Sunday through Thursday, 6 p.m. every single night. We've got some special events coming up that we'll announce throughout the week that you do not want to miss. Stay plugged in and connect your people. Consistency is the name of this game, and it's the name of life. Anything that we create that's worth the life of creating is through consistency. And that's the reason Jefferson is where he is, who he is, how he is, because of his consistency in the pursuit of excellence. So Jefferson, it is an honor and privilege to be linking arms with you. And you guys, we are literally just getting warmed up. So I hope you feel the fire and that you are lit up after this, and so much joy to come, and love you all for being here. Jefferson, appreciate you so very much.
All right, everybody. Appreciate your time. JoJo, great job. And let's get after it, and we'll get this recording out to everybody. Take care. God bless.